Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 6 of our low back and hip series, our final class of this series. It's gone by really quickly, and I thank you all for joining us. I hope that it has given you some value, and I look forward to hearing your feedback and having you join us for our next series in the new year. I'm going to come back to my spot, and this evening I'm going to, because this is week 6 and we've done a lot of this already, we're going to maybe move through things a little faster, maybe with a little less, um, super nitpicky cueing that I feel like sometimes I do. And we'll start this evening laying on our backs. And I thought I would start tonight with a short meditation. I'm going to start and end with a meditation. And I liked this one. Again, I'm reading. This one was called Discover Your Sacred Space. So that just sounded nice as I was cleaning up my space this evening. I find that that's really important to have a sacred space that's just for you, right? And maybe you have found that in this series that, coming to your mat is that sacred space. That it is for me. And if it's not, maybe something else is, but finding that sacred space for yourself is nice. So just find a comfortable position. I'm going to suggest laying on your back, but seated meditation is always nice. Maybe just find yourself supported somehow. All right. And just allow yourself to settle in on this 3x6 island that you're floating on this evening. And take a few deep breaths, whatever pace feels good to you. But noticing the inhalation and the exhalation. Now imagine that you are in a beautiful, peaceful place. It could be a natural setting like a beach or a forest, or it could be a place that you have created in your mind at some other time, a sacred space, if you will, that you come back to. Wherever you are, as you look around, take a moment to really visualize this place in detail. What do you see? Are there trees or flowers, water, mountains? Is the sun shining or is it a cloudy day? What is the weather like? And as you continue to look around, notice the sounds that you hear. Are there birds chirping or the sound of a gentle breeze? What about the smells? Can you smell the flowers or the freshness of the air? And pay attention to the feelings that you experience in this place. How does your body feel as you take in all these sights, sounds, and smells? Do you feel a sense of peace and calm? This place is your sacred space, a place where you can go to find peace and clarity. It is a place where you can connect with your inner self and find the answers that you seek. As you explore your sacred space, continue to focus on your breath. With each inhale, draw in a sense of calm and peace. And with each exhale, let go of any tension or worries. Now take a moment to connect with your inner wisdom. Ask yourself what you need in this moment. What brings you peace and happiness? And what do you need to let go of in order to move forward? Inhale, drawing in a sense of calm and peace. Exhale, letting go of any tension or worries. As you heard the questions, perhaps your rational mind came up with answers. Instead, simply keep yourself connected with the sacred space you're in and notice any feelings or sensations that come up. Allow yourself to sink deeper into your sacred space, feeling a sense of calm and clarity wash over you. And take some time to fully immerse yourself in this place, really getting a sense of what it feels like to be here. As you continue to spend time in your sacred space, you may find that it begins to feel like a home away from home. You may also find that your sacred space is a place of healing and growth. It is a place where you can work through any challenges or difficulties that you may be facing. And a place where you can find the strength and clarity to move forward. Take a few breaths to be present here and to explore this sacred space and to let it reveal its wisdom to you. Take a few more deep and even breaths. And know that you can always return to this sacred space whenever you need to find peace and clarity. Inhale fully. Exhale. May your sacred space be a place of comfort and growth for you always. If you are laying on your back and your legs are straight on the ground, go ahead and bring your feet onto the earth so that your knees are pointing up towards the sky. And if you're seated, go ahead and come to laying on your back. You can bring your hands to your belly for just a moment, noticing the rise and fall of your breath. And keeping your hands on your belly, we'll just do a few pelvic tilts here, tilts and curls. So reaching the pubic bone away from you and then curling it up towards you. Hips stay on the ground. It's not a huge movement here. Like if you're watching this video, you may not even see me moving. But I'm actually moving a little bit more than I usually do. Just a couple more, kind of giving yourselves a little sacral low back massage here. And then we'll find neutral spine. Go ahead and bring your knees into your hands close towards your chest, giving yourself a little hug. Gently rock side to side. And then we'll take some butterfly circles. So knees come out and away and in. We'll do 3 in one direction and then 3 in the other. So I'm moving away from me, out and in. 2 more. And then again, hug the knees into the chest, gently rock side to side. I'm going to release my feet to the ground. Arms are now going to come long at my side, palms face down. Heels are fairly close to my hips so that if I reach my fingertips towards my heels, I might touch them. You don't have to. All right. We're going to do some bridges, but before we do, I just want you to engage that core. So pulling up on that pelvic floor, belly button to spine, contracting that transverse abdominis that we've talked about every other visit, basically pretending somebody's punching you and your stomach contracts. So engaging your core. And then I'm going to press my feet into the earth, lift or reach my knees away from me as my hips come up off the ground. Just a gentle bridge. We're not coming up super high. And then we're going to lower it back down, not quite to touch the ground, just hovering. And then reach it back up to bridge. And then lower. We'll do 3 more. And maybe each one you come just a tiny bit higher. But imagine that you're squeezing a block with your knees here. So you're activating those inner thighs as well. And lower. And we've got 1 more. And we're going to hold it up here. So you're reaching up a little bit higher than you did that first bridge pose. Hands are pressing into the earth. Maybe you feel your quads activating a little bit here, especially if you haven't done anything like this all day. You very well may feel it. Inhale here. And then exhale, lower back down. Soles of the feet come together, knees out wide, Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, or butterfly pose, we call this. Okay, so this time we're going to press the feet into each other and we're going to lift our hips, these butterfly bridges we did one of these weeks here. Okay, so core is engaged and we're going to lift and hover. That was 8. And hover for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Lift the hips a little higher. Let the knees drop out a little wider if it feels available. Don't hurt yourself, of course. Core is nice and engaged here, protecting that low back. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth or nose. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, lower gently. Take the hands to the outside edges of the knee, bring the knees into each other and then into yourself, giving yourself a little hug. In fact, let's curl up, chin to chest. So you're curling up in a tiny little ball here. And option to rock and roll. Oh no, we're going to stay here. Sorry, drop the feet down. I forgot. Good thing I write these things down, you guys. We're going to take a figure 4. Right ankle to left knee. So just a little figure 4 stretch here. Foot can stay on, left foot can stay on the ground, or you can lift left foot up so shin is parallel with the earth. You can grab the back of the left thigh, or my favorite, left hand to the bottom of the right foot, right hand to the right knee, just gently guiding that knee away from me. So I'm kind of doing a push and pull here. And I feel it a little bit more when I gently guide my knee away from me. Inhale here. And exhale here. Release that left foot to the ground. Reach the right leg up to the sky. Grab the back of the right thigh. Roll out that foot 3 times one direction, 3 times the other. And I'm going to have you bend it to the knee and then straighten. Reach the heel up towards the sky. Bend and straighten. If your leg's not straightening, just lower it down a little bit to allow it to straighten. So you don't have to grab the back of the thigh. Just a little hamstring warming up here. Let's go for 3, for 2, for 1. Release the back of the thigh, gently, slowly lower, leading with your heel, lower that right leg all the way down to the ground. And then use your heel and pull that leg back in to meet the left. And then we'll switch sides. Left foot, left ankle to right knee. Stay here if this feels like enough for you. And when I say enough, like, are you feeling it in your hips, in your legs somewhere? Otherwise, lift the right leg, either back of the thigh, or this time, right hand to the bottom of the left foot, left hand gently guiding the left knee away from me. Both feet are flexed. Inhale. And send that breath to wherever you're feeling any stress or tension. Again, inhale through the nose. And exhale. Gently release the right foot. Left leg comes long. And it cannot come up towards the sky, but I'd like it straight. So if you need to lower it, that's fine. And then we're just going to bend into the knee and press out. Bend, press out, bend, press out. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really reach, reach, reach towards the sky. This whole leg is activated. And then slowly lower left foot to the ground, leading with the heel, nice and slow and controlled. Toes stay up, foot is flexed. And then now drag with the heel, pull the leg all the way back in, like you're smushing up your mat there. Nicely done. Now we will curl back up into that ball, an option to rock and roll on your spine for, let's say, 3 times. And then we'll find ourselves, head first into my altar. We'll find ourselves in tabletop. So however you'd like to get there, you don't have to do that roll. You can roll to one side or the other. All right. So, got a hair in my mouth. We're going to grab our foam rollers and we're going to lay, I said tabletop, I lied, sorry. We're going to grab our foam rollers. We're going to come to tabletop in a minute. So I didn't lie, I just said it in the wrong order. So finding yourself on the roller, nice and straight, head and sacrum are supported. And make sure you have a little room at your feet. All right, so same thing here, some pelvic tilts. All right, bring your hands to your belly, really feel that movement here. Bring your feet, wide enough that you feel nice and stable. Can get wobbly here. And then find that neutral spine, activate that core, yeah. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, wrap your shoulders around the roller. Inhale, reach away, shoulders come up off the roller. You're reaching so far. And then exhale, arms come down and you're trying to wrap your shoulder blades around the roller. Sort of giving yourself a little scapula massage there. Feels good to me. All right. Inhale, reach. Arms up overhead this time, behind you. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep the arms all the way down to the earth. Palms are down. I'm going to recommend coming up high on your fingertips. Core is nice and engaged. Lift one leg up to tabletop and then the other. And just remember, you can always come out, re-engage, come back in. All right, here we are. We're going to reach right leg long, tap it, and lift. Left leg long, coming from the hip, and in. Right, and in. Left, and in. Keep going. If you want, you can come up to one fingertip. See how that feels, if that's an option. It just got a whole lot wobblier for me. All right. Maybe you lift one hand and then the other. Ooh. Anyone trying it? I am. Definitely makes you pull in a little harder. One more each side. Pull in. Another. Hold it here. Hold it here. Find some balance, a little more balance. Right arm up to the sky. All right, we're going to do dead bugs here. So right arm is up towards the sky. Left leg comes long, right arm overhead. So we're basically doing the same thing with the legs. We're adding the arms. We'll do same side. Right arm, left leg. And in, out, and in, out, and in. We've got 4 more. For 4, and in. For 3, and in. 2. You know, it gets harder when my voice goes higher. Come in, switch sides. If you need to come out like I do, re-engage, lift the legs back up. All right, left arm up towards the sky. I'm on the fingertips of my right. Right leg comes long, left arm overhead. This is 8, and in. 7, and in. 6, and in. 5. We got this, you guys. For 4, don't forget to breathe. For 3, last 2. Woo. Here's the high voice. And 1. Pull it in. Release the left hand. Release one foot and then the other. Hello. All right, nicely done. Let's do something we haven't done yet. Arms are come out wide to a T. You're going to bring the arms together. Right arm under left, and the hands reach together for eagle arms. You're going to lift your hands away from you slightly. All right. Re-engage that core. Inhale here. Tuck chin to the chest. Plant into your feet. Keep your feet on the earth. And we're just going to crunch up. Shoulder blades come up. And then we're going to come back down. And arms will come slightly over your head. You might want to watch me, this first one. So I'm coming in, and then I'm reaching the arms long over my head as I lower down. That was 2. This is 3. Ooh, the voice went high sooner there. For 4. For 5. We've just got 3 more. For 6. For 7. And 8. Unwind the arms, bring them into a cactus. Open those arms up. We will do it with the other arm underneath this time. Let's take a nice deep breath here. And exhale. Left arm under right. Palms come together. Engage the core. Tuck the chin to the chest. Shoulder blades come up off the roller. For 8. And arms come long over the head, or reached over the head. Sorry, this is 7. And reach. 6. And reach. Bonus if you want to come up onto your tiptoes. 5, 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Release, open back up to cactus. Nicely done. All right, let's come off our rollers, slide off, and we're gonna roll out our low back and hips. This is the self-massage part of the class, the best part, I think. Okay, let's let's start sitting on the roller. All right, we'll take right foot crossing left knee, so figure 4, just like we did laying down. All right, and we're gonna gently roll over to the right, and you're just gonna move the roller back and forth and find what feels like a good spot to you. So for me, like I'm coming up into my upper hip towards ish my low back versus lower down in my glutes. But maybe your glutes feel like the better spot for you tonight. It's your call. And just a reminder that I like to hang out on a spot for about 20 seconds and then roll back and forth. So you do that for each good spot that you find, you hold it. And then you roll. That might not have been 20 seconds. I'm not timing these tonight. And then we'll release that right foot and we'll turn towards the right completely. So you're looking at my back now. And I'm going to cross my top leg over my bottom leg. And I'm just going to get the side of the hip here. Honestly, if you've learned nothing else in this class, I hope you learned that you should foam roll. I think on my YouTube channel, I have like a little foam rolling class. Go follow me at Body Meets Balance, or subscribe, I think they call it. All the classes on there are free. All right, I do feel like we could spend an entire hour, so come back doing foam rolling. Maybe that's what we should do, a bonus foam rolling class. Let's cross left ankle to right knee this time and drop the knees over to the left. Again, find whatever spot feels good or kind of bad. It's like the hurts so good, right? Is that good or bad? We don't know. Wherever you are, breathing. And then rolling back and forth. Come back, drop, or come out of that figure 4. This time we turn all the way over to the left. Top leg, so right leg will cross over the bottom leg, just to use it as a anchor here. And same thing, find your spots. And just a reminder not to go over that really painful spot on the side of the leg where there might be a bursa sac. Don't forget to breathe. Ooh, I just found a really good bad spot. All right, we'll come back to center. We'll bring our bums down in front of the roller. So the roller is at our low back, and we're going to move it to the middle of our back. Hands behind the head. Lift the hips and roll back and forth. Bring the elbows up towards the sky. And this is just the elbows up towards the sky allow you to get in between the shoulder blades in a good way. Lift the hips higher gives you more pressure. Lowering the hips typically less. But here we are basically in that bridge pose again, except our shoulders are off the ground. So keep the core engaged. And we'll come off that. We're going to do one more little core exercise. These are called roll-ups, a Pilates exercise again. So a couple options for this. I don't have one, but would be to put a blanket underneath your low back. So I'm going to start on my back, and if this is too hard, if you're feeling like you're not strong enough or you're hurting, a blanket under the low back can be helpful when you first start doing this exercise. So arms are going to come up over the head. I have a couch in the way, but yours are going to be on the ground. You're going to tuck your chin to the chest. Core is engaged. And I'm going to reach all the way up and touch my toes. And then I'm going to roll. So we'll go 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm on the ground. And then up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch the toes. So that was 2. We'll come up for 3. Lower. 2, 3, 4. For 4, 2, 3. Touch the toes for 4. Lower. 2, 3, 4. And up. 2, 3. And if you can't touch your toes, that's fine. You don't have to go that far. Reach as far as you'd like. Lower. 2, 3, and 4. This is 5, I think. 2, 3, 4. Lower. 2, 3, 4. We've got 3 more. 2, 3, 4. Lower. 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Lower. 2, 3, 4. Last one. 2, 3, and 4. Let's hold it here. So if we can reach our toes, great. If not, our shins or even our thighs, but we're keeping a nice long spine here. If we happen to have a strap or something nearby, you could grab it, wrap it around the balls of your feet, roll the shoulders down the spine, hinge at the hip any amount, pulling your chest towards your thighs. Inhale here. And exhale here. Maybe you dive in a little deeper. Press your feet into the strap into the feet, keeping the legs active as if you had a choice. And then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, release the strap. Now we'll find tabletop. Okay. So find that nice tabletop position. Hips are over ankles, or knees, I'm sorry. Hips are over knees, shoulders are over wrists. Let's just do a couple cat-cows. Drop the belly, lift the hips, lift the gaze for cow. And then as you exhale, puff up the upper spine for cat. Inhale, reach it through. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it through. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, find your neutral tabletop position. Your core is engaged. Let's reach the right leg long, parallel with the earth, and then the left arm out in front of you. Palm faces in. Inhale here, press the earth away with the right hand. Exhale, curl knee to nose, chin to chest. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, release the left hand. Release the right foot to the earth. I'm going to turn around so that you guys can see me. So my right leg is long on the ground. I'm going to wag this left foot out to the left. I call it wagging the tail. Okay, and the left toes are going to come onto the ground. I'm going to press into my right hand. I'm going to dial my right foot down so it's flat on the earth. Right leg is still straight. Right arm up towards the sky for a little side gate pose here. Inhale here. Exhale, right arm over the head. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Use your core, pull yourself all the way up. Right hand to the right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale, all the way up and over to the left. Right arm up overhead. Exhale, pull yourself up. Back over to the right. Last time, inhale to the left, fingertips to the earth. Right arm over. Exhale, pull yourself up. Stay here. Inhale here. And exhale here. Inhale through center, all the way back down, but when rainbow that right arm, we'll find ourselves back in tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze for cow. Exhale, curl it in for cat. Inhale. This time, left leg comes long, parallel with the ground, right arm. Inhale here. Exhale, curl it in, knee to nose, chin to chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right hand to the ground, left foot to the earth. This time we wag the right foot out, press into the right hand. Left foot comes flat on the earth, left arm up towards the sky. Left arm up overhead. Inhale here. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up and over to the left. Inhale brings you all the way down to the right, fingertips to the earth, left arm overhead. Exhale pulls you all the way up to the left. Inhale down to the right. Exhale, last time, all the way over to the left. Inhale brings you all the way down to the right and then back to tabletop. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, reach. I'm sorry, find neutral spine. Sorry. If you don't have your blocks nearby or some such thing, find those. Find a neutral spine. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale, pull it all the way through, and we'll find a low lunge and we'll grab our blocks. I like to bring them up onto the highest setting to start. I might heel toe my right foot out slightly to give myself enough room for my hips to really sink down into this lunge. Notice my front knee is over my ankle, so I have a long enough stance for that to happen. Inhale here. Exhale, walk the blocks back to your hips. Right toes come up towards the sky. I'm going to shimmy my right foot forward slightly to allow my left hip to stay over my knee. This is Ardha Hanuman or half splits. I'm nice and long in my torso. I'm going to inhale, in fact, and exhale, bow in any amount. Inhale, rise. Exhale, walk it back to that low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, walk it back to the half splits. Inhale, chest is high. Exhale, bow in any amount. Inhale, rise. Exhale, low lunge. One more time. Inhale here. Exhale, walk it back, half splits. Inhale, chest is high. Exhale, hinge at the hip any amount. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come through to this low lunge. You're going to remove your blocks and you're going to heel toe the right foot out to the left. So over to the left side and maybe bring your foot a little closer towards you as you lower the knee to the ground. We're coming into pigeon pose. All right. So the blocks actually, I just threw mine away, but are nice to find a little buoyancy here before we land. Now, if this is not available, like your knees or hips do not like this, a couple options are you come into deer pose, back knee is bent, front knee is the same as it is for pigeon. And you can lean forward like this. And I actually love this pose. This feels fantastic. Otherwise, you can come onto your back for yet another figure four. Okay? So if we're here in pigeon, ideally our hips are facing forward. And if this right hip, if your hips aren't coming down through center, place a blanket or pillow under the right hip to give yourself a little support. You can come all the way down, forehead on your stacked hands. I like elbows with thumbs to third eye center, or a block is really nice to just support your head. So I will say at this point, wherever you are, I would like for you to be supported and comfortable. So the back toes are typically flexed at first to get you in position, but then you can flatten the top of the foot on the ground if that feels comfortable. So as I'm sitting here, I actually have this card that I placed here earlier today and I didn't read it, but it's right in front of me. So I'm going to read it to you guys while we're holding pigeon. And it says, "Be yourself. Life is precious as it is. All the elements for your happiness are already here. There's no need to run, strive, search, or struggle. Just be. This was, I can never say this properly, you guys. Thich Nhat Hanh. I can't say it. He is a very famous meditation teacher. There is no need to run, strive, search, or struggle. Just be. I might need that tattooed. All right, we're going to come up, plant our hands, curl those back toes under, and pull that right foot or right knee back to meet the left for tabletop. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, left leg comes long. Pull the left knee all the way through. We got to do the whole other side, low lunge. Inhale here, chest is high. Exhale, walk it back. Blocks towards the hips. Left heel maybe shimmies a little forward, toes up towards the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge at the hip, any amount. Inhale, rise. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, half splits. Inhale here. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, half splits. Last time, inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge at the hip, any amount. Inhale, rise. Exhale, low lunge. Remove your blocks. Heel toe or somehow shimmy that left foot over towards the right and maybe a little closer to your body. Lengthen out your spine. We're coming into pigeon on the left side. So if you have blocks, you want to get nice and tall and find some buoyancy in your hips here and then drop them to the earth. If you need a little extra support, something under the left hip is helpful. And then just find your comfortable position. And remember that one side might feel quite different than the other. Be yourself. Life is precious as it is. All the elements for your happiness are already here. There is no need to run, to strive, to search, or to struggle. Just be. Slowly come up to your hands. Lean over to the left and bring the right leg towards the front. We're going to come all the way down onto our backs. Bring a block with you. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. And so feet are wide, knees are wide. Arms can be at a cactus or a T, or you can even bring them onto your body if that feels good. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop the knees to the left. And just do a couple more of these, windshield wiping the knees. This just feels good, I think, after doing pigeon, getting a little mobility in those hips. And then when you feel ready to be still for a bit, go ahead and drop the knees or land over on the right side. If you don't feel much here, or even if you feel something and you'd like to feel something a little bit more, you can take the right foot and place it on top of the left knee and gently guide that left hip away from your head. So you may be feeling it in the front of the left hip here. You may feel it in the quad and the glute. You may feel it somewhere else completely. Inhale here. And exhale here. Release the foot if you have it. Inhale, knees up through center and over to the left. Same thing if you want more. This time left foot, comes on top of right knee, gently guiding right hip away from you. Release that foot and bring the knees up through center. Hug the knees into the chest. Gently rock side to side. And release the feet to the earth. Find your block. So my feet are together, my knees are basically together here. I'm going to lift my hips as if I'm coming up into a bridge, but I'm going to take the block and place it under the sacrum on the flattest spot. So a book would suffice here. And so the sacrum is the triangular bone at the base of the spine. It should feel fantastic. If it does not, take the block out. Another option is to bring one foot up towards the sky and then the other for fake legs up the wall. If you happen to know what legs up the wall is and you want to do that in your home, please do. And I love ending a practice this way. I love ending the day this way. And this might be especially if you're doing it against the wall, if you're doing actual legs up the wall, you may want to stay here for our final meditation. If you're not supported by a wall, I might not stay up here the whole time. It might get tiring. Inhale here. And exhale here. I am going to release my feet and come to seated. You, however, are going to find your final meditation shavasana pose. So whatever is your most comfortable position here, please find that. So I thought we would end this evening with an immune system boost and self-healing meditation. With the holiday season rapidly upon us, it's also a time of weakened immune system. Lots of stress, anxiety, perhaps not great food or drink, all test our immune system. So I thought that this might be nice and maybe something that you can come back to as you all have the recordings. So finding, again, your most comfortable position, making sure you're warm, and get the wiggles out. Health is our natural state, a state of balance and harmony between body, mind, and soul. When this balance is lost, we become unhealthy and our immune system gets weak, making us vulnerable to different illnesses. But remember, all healing is self-healing, and the mind plays a crucial role in keeping the body and soul in harmony. For this session, we will work with deep relaxation, strengthening our immune system, and giving an opportunity to the body to heal itself. Balancing out the body, mind, and soul in this way is the most powerful way to free yourself from illness and achieve perfect health. As your eyes are closed or closing, take this time to set an intention for this brief meditation. It might be just to improve your general health or to rid yourself from a particular disease, or even to be able to drop certain bad habits that you know are detrimental to your health. Follow your intuition and go for the first thing that pops to your mind. And as soon as you have your intention clear, just drop it completely and let it go. Take a moment now to simply feel your body, feel its weight, its temperature. Feel any tension or any discomfort. And now, taking a deep breath in, invite your body to feel nourished and vital. And breathing out to let go of any tension and discomfort. Breathe in, feeling nourished and vital. Breathe out, relaxing every muscle of your body. Breathe in, feeling nourished and vital. And breathe out, feeling more and more relaxed with each breath. Now visualize yourself in a quiet and beautiful place in nature. It could be your sacred space on top of a mountain, a quiet beach, or perhaps a forest. Feel the fresh air and the sound of the birds or the sea. The temperature is perfect and everything around you feels in perfect harmony. Now visualize a green light glowing above you. This light is the healing and balancing power of nature. You can sense its healing power and a profound sense of harmony radiating from it. Allow the light to come to you and feel its warmth and freshness. Receive this light from the top of your head as it comes down to you, balancing, relaxing, and restoring every cell of your body. Feel this green light passing through every fiber of your being, from the top of your head to your face, your neck. Every part of your body relaxes even farther as this light passes through your shoulders and arms. You're feeling nourished and relaxed as it comes through your torso. This light is intuitively repairing and balancing everything on its way. It comes down to your legs and your feet. Your whole body is glowing in harmony. Feel this deep inner sense of health and natural beauty. And as you listen to these words, let them manifest and resonate from within, recognizing in the phrases the voice of your own soul, your own truth. I am healthy. Health is my natural state. I am healed, and every fiber of my body is in perfect balance. I choose to lead a lifestyle that supports and enhances my health. I am clean, pure, and perfect. I have the power of healing. I vibrate at the highest of frequencies. Love is health. I love myself. I love my body. I am grateful for who I am. I use my health to help others. I use my strength to create a better world. My body, mind, and soul are in perfect balance and harmony. My body, mind, and soul are in perfect balance and harmony. My body, mind, and soul are in perfect balance and harmony.